Hey fire signs, how's it going? Wow, what a read I have here for you, I've got to say. But before we start, let me just welcome you in. Thank you very much for watching as usual. Always appreciate you spending time. Welcome to any new people and also cross-watchers, everybody welcome. So come join the party. Right, before we start, I'm going to pull a wisdom oracle to see if I can't infuse another layer into this read. But boy, have you had some stuff going on here. So this is for Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Wisdom oracle cards, please, Spirit, for the fire signs. Right, let's see if we can't peel this onion layer by layer. Right, this is the final element reading that I'm doing, and I've got to say these wisdom oracle cards have not been playing today. That nearly came out. They haven't been jumping out, so I've been shuffling, and I've had to leave them on a couple of readings and then return to them at the end of the read. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with yours here, but hopefully it won't take too long to jump out. If it does, I'm going to have to do the same and just revisit the deck at the end of the read. They've got this, these cards have got like a plasticky type of coating on, and I'm not sure if that's why. Well, no, it's not, because, well, there you go. Well, I'm gonna take the three. You've got the most out of all of them so far, but I'm going to take them all. And the first one that's turned face up is New Life. And I've got to say, I've seen the cards, obviously, because I saw them jump out while I was shuffling. And this is very, very welcome. This is a wonderful, wonderful little nugget from the Wisdom Oracle that you've got here. All will come clear. What else have we got? Exchanging gifts. And there you go. And I think that's about reciprocation and about sharing. So really beautiful, and a lot of freedom going on there. This is a 27. Reduce it to a 9. This is nearing the end of a cycle. Which is gorgeous. So exchanging gifts there. And what's the last one that we have? Never ending story. I feel a song coming on. Does anybody know that song? If you're old enough, that is. Yeah, never ending story. It's about the cycle of life. It's about the perpetual motion of life. It's about getting back on the treadmill and keeping on. It's about keeping on going. And of course, with all that we go through, sometimes we wish it was all over. And of course, things do come to an end, only to begin again afresh with new knowledge, with lessons learned, and being able to go forward in the right way. So yeah, never-ending story. And thank God it's a never-ending story. Otherwise, we'd stop learning, wouldn't we? So yeah, really lovely oracles there. And yeah, you've got 3. All the other elements got 1. So although it took a while to jump out, I think you need to see all of those. Let's start. Right, so the underlying energy of the read, the bottom of the deck, is the Tower card. So this is a bolt out of the blue. This is unexpected. This is something that's going to be, it's going to be a big change for you. It's about a new slate, a new sheet of paper. It's about everything that you thought was real. Everything is about losing old beliefs in a nutshell. There you go, I think, in this read. So yeah, a brand new slate. You've got to get rid of the old to embark upon the new. And so yeah, you're in a tower moment by the looks of these cards. It's not, obviously tower moments are great because it means you can start again and readdress things that need addressing and move forward in a brighter way. Now, your departing energy, you've got death and rebirth. So not only have you, these are 2 major arcana, so this is quite a pivotal time for you, fire signs. So you've had maybe an old belief system or an old way of being, you know, come to a head, and it no longer serves you, so you're losing that, you're getting rid of that. Or it could be anything. This could be the loss of a job, it could be a redundancy, but nevertheless, it's the coming down of everything that you know in order to start again. And of course, you've got death and rebirth here in the past position. Not that it's a rigid read, it's a very fluid read, but this is transition, this is rebirth, this is you transforming. Whatever has caused, whatever this is, whatever has, you know, whatever this lightning strike is, whatever it's changed has caused you to transition into a new way of being. This is a new paradigm for you. It's absolutely glorious. Albeit it could have, or it may be, that you've been through a little bit of a painful time here. But the transition is there, and brighter days are ahead. You know, it's at hand. You know, you're making the change. It's absolutely wonderful. Now, let me just put these where they belong. I'm just going to pick up that card there. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, new ideas and new concepts coming in as well. So fear not. We've got, in the present position, we've got the Seven of Swords and clarified with the Queen of Wands. So the Seven of Swords, it's about gaining experience, it's about gaining understandings, and it's about the lessons learned. And I'm going to pick up the never-ending story here, because that's what I said when that card came out. It's about the lessons you've learned and taking them forward, and leaving the bits that don't serve you and taking the bits that do work for you and enhancing them in this new cycle that you're embarking upon. So really, really beautiful. And then this is almost like, if you look at the card, this is almost like it's being shouted at you. Come on, you know, these are the lessons you've learned. Take them forward and make them work for you. It's almost like it may feel a bit hidden to you at the moment, but there's a moon here shining light down upon you. So don't worry, things will come to light. You've got the Queen of Wands, patience and understanding. This is about clarity of vision. This is about, you know, seeing clearly after you've been in a bit of a fog. You know, you've had your tower moment, you're in transition, or maybe coming out of transition and transforming. Look at her. She's reigning victorious here. That's an air punch. That is victory. So you've been, whatever this is, if it's caused you some anxiety, you know, success is at hand. You know, your victory is there. You've been through the worst of it. So this is you coming out of the other end. Absolutely glorious. I was so pleased when I saw the Queen of Wands, because obviously you know, this is a massive learning curve, or like I say, it's a transformation, and sometimes transformation can be really quite painful. But when I saw the Queen of Wands there, I was like, okay, you know, fire signs, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. We all need those darker moments in order to learn our lessons. And I think you've learned a lot of lessons here, and you're coming out of the other end with gusto, with absolute gusto, which is beautiful. And, you know, the outcome energy here, I could have cried when I saw it, because it's the Empress, guys. And, you know, if you have been having a painful time, if you have been having a dark night of the soul, if you like, is what this feels like, you know, and that can be really quite challenging. The Empress is about nurturing growth and creativity. It's about you nurturing yourself back to health, back to the old you, or back to the new you, actually, because you've left that behind. You know, you've got the death and rebirth card here. It's the transformation. This is the embodiment of the mind, body and spirit. So whatever this dark night of the soul is that you've been through, this is you becoming whole again and absolutely moving forward with your mojo, fire signs. Absolutely fantastic. I was bowled over when this jumped out, because, you know, we always like to give light when we do a reading, and, you know, of course you can't make it happen. You have to read the cards as they are, and you have to give the messages that they give you. But thankfully I can give you some light here. So although you may have had a bit of a rough moment here, or a rough time, mind, body and spirit, the all-encompassing. So do nurture yourself, because you probably need it right now, because this is, it can seem hardcore, but there's loads going on here, and you've done a lot of work on yourself by the looks of it. And it's your new life. You've got your new life coming in, and you're going forward as the Empress. Absolutely stunning. And this exchanging gifts, let me bring that in here, because exchanging gifts, exchanging your lessons learned, is leaving the old ones behind, taking the new ones, leaving the old gifts behind that served you then, that no longer serve you now, taking the enlightenment that you have found through this dark night of the soul, if that's what you've had, and taking them forward to your new life as the Empress. Really stunning, really stunning. I'm so glad these the wisdom oracles did jump out for you. Much needed, absolutely much needed, I think, but really bright ending here. Let's get the animal oracles just to see. One last message for Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Let's see what they want you to take into next week with you. Something for the greater good of the fire signs and the greater good of all those around them, please, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, that nearly jumped out. That would have been really quick, wouldn't it? What do we have? So new life, guys, yeah. You stand in your power. You've done so, so well. And I don't mean that condescendingly. That may have sounded condescending, but it really isn't meant like that. It's this is a congratulation, this read. It really is, because you've been through a lot and you've come out the other end absolutely bursting with light. Right, excuse me while I pick this card up. Oh, and there goes my bells. Oh, we have got the Moth Spirit, surrender now. And this is all about transformation. It's about the new you. It's you re-emerging into your new life. Oh, I can't hold all the cards, as the Empress. So surrender now. So if you're still in that dark place, just know that absolute bright light is on the way, and it's here, and it's there for the taking, and let that light ignite your hopes. Absolutely stunning. Really beautiful. Oh, I got so emotional then. I got a bit excited as well. You've got to excuse me. But yeah, wonderful, wonderful read. And it's like I said, all these bits that you've gone through, no doubt has been quite challenging and painful, but the brightness here is second to none. It's absolutely glorious. So, thumbs up, absolutely brilliant. Well, my lovelies, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and, like I said, it's a general read. It won't resonate with all, but take the bits that do and use them as stepping stones to propel yourself forward in your new life. In your new life, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's it, folks. That's the end of the read. If you did enjoy, please like, share and subscribe. Anyone interested in a personal, my details are below. All that remains for me to say is have a wonderful, wonderful week. If I don't know if I mentioned it at the beginning of the read. I've repeated myself on all the recordings, so I lose track. If there's no energy ahead read next week, it's because I'm concentrating on the 2021 overviews for the individual zodiac signs. So they may be up, but they may be not, and if they're not, that is why. And also I've got the individual zodiacs for December 2020 that I've got to do, so that's going to be up in the next week, 10 days. So have a wonderful, wonderful week, my lovelies, and take care of yourself and each other. Toodle pip.